So yeah, I did the interview, and I found it very strange because it was very easy and was more like a group interview. I can even say it's a group interview actually because the woman she just said, "Oh, you're all of you passed." I was like, "Okay, okay." I was and I am very skeptical, but since it's more like LLC. They don't provide because here in Brazil at least it's very common for the company to provide a means of you to go work to the in the company the transportation. So if you don't have a car and we use buses, things like that, like they provide that. But since it's LLC, uh, it's more like a self entrepreneur, not like entrepreneur, but it's not like you have a 9 to 5, for example. It's not like you have a contract, so a contract like the 9 to 5 contract with the company. So they don't have to provide you that. And that fucked me up because I don't have money, man. I'm broke. I'm broke. I can't eat, man. I'm broke. And and the other thing is that I mean, that's the shit. Uh, the things they sell is like it's kind of insurance, something like that. So, and there's a lot of things. It's like real estate, cars, uh, services, travel, this kind of things. A lot of things, and I mean, is this shit is really high ticket, like really high ticket. That would be like 10, 15, 20, like uh 50K in dollar. Like even though I'm in Brazil, I mean it's expensive as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like the commission, like is 2%, which is like a really good commission. But the problem is they take this 2% and they split like in 12 to 13 parts. So we're not gonna get the full amount. So it's more like a venture. No, retainer. More like a retainer. Fuck that, man. I mean, I mean, of course, this is not a so good point, but I mean, the fact that I can, if I'm able to work in this company, I can just put in my resume that like how I was able to generate like uh let's say in dollars. I was able to generate like 100K dollar USD in my first month because like from what the woman said, it's very common that to happen. So like at least they do like 500K in BRL. That would be 100K in dollar USD. So that's a lot of money. And like if I put that in my resume, that really gonna get me advantage. But that's the problem, man. I don't have the money to. I mean, it's complicated for me to get the money, so I can go to work. And oh shit, the dogs. Wait a minute. So, like I was saying, it's complicated for me to get the money so I can go to work. And that made me think like if I was in a situation where I have the bare minimum, I could choose like this is not a good offer because like the commission, which for example is one example. But no, man, like the main problem here is that I don't have the enough resources to even work. So the main problem here is not the offer because I mean there's more pros than cons about this offer. But I don't have the resources for me, so I can choose that. So I was like, damn, like when you don't have money, you are fucked. You are fucked if you don't have money. Especially when it comes to the minimal things. Because I was thinking that, I mean, even though like there's this thing of the commission, like the amount of experience like in this corporate world that I'm gonna get, like the networking, like I said in my resume, this is gonna be great, and not only the resume, but I will get like the real experience of selling something that is really expensive. So I mean, but I can take this opportunity because I don't have the enough resources. I don't know, like maybe I could find some ways. I'm still thinking about that, and that makes me think about other things. Since I'm working this cold calling offer, this this gives me a lot of advantage against people out here in Brazil because most of them they don't speak English, and like have this experience with a company that is from outside, like a foreigner company. Like this is something that is really valuable here. I think in any place in the world, but anyway. And so I started applying. So shit, the night five, but it still is oh shit, it's real. It's fuck that. I won't cut that. Fuck that shit. Uh, it's still related to sales. So um, this is not a waste. I mean, I'll get the experience and I'll be able to make some fast cash so I can. No, I have some debts to pay to the bank. So yeah, I'm human after all. Uh, but yeah, and like thank to the universe, thanks to the time zone, I can still do the 95 and the cold calling offer because I mean if I put like 4 to 5 hours, like really concentrated while doing the work, like really, putting the effort, grinding like 4 hours, 5 hours straight, I can, have a different result with the cold calling. And so let's say I get home like around 5:30 p.m. and then I start doing the things a lot around. Let's see. I'll do things very quick here. Let me see. 5:30. Mm, yeah, let's say I be 5:50 p.m. I start doing the work. If I go until 9, 9 p.m., but then I will work in a different time zone, like the Pacific, because the Pacific is like 4 hours behind us in Brazil. So I can still call them. And there's not only cold calling, there's other strategies. So I can do like both works and like until at least so I can, because since I'm working in a startup, things are, they're kind of slow, and it's more like the to get this cash, so I can, pay my debts and be able to breathe because I mean I think it's been like 9 months, 10 months, no, yeah, 10 months that I wasn't able to generate any money. So yeah, man, but it's still related to sales. And like I said, I made this promise that I won't be a failure. So I won't let the world dictate what I must do. So even though like I'm not willing to do that, but I mean that's life, That's life. It's not like you're always gonna be able to choose what you want. So I don't want to do this, but I know I have to do this because with that I can get the resources so I can have be in a better position so I can decide what I want. So yeah, like you gotta eat shit sometime. You gotta do the thing that you don't wanna do so you can achieve what you wanna achieve. So yeah, and that reminds me about one thing that is like this song of Suicide Boys. I mean, I love those guys. Like it's incredible. They say something like, especially in this last song they released, is that even rusty hope can be even rusty even a rusty hope can be turned into gold. It's not exactly that, but the idea is that like even a rusty hope can be reshaped and turned into gold. So, like I said, if I would put like all this journey that I've been going, that I've been, you know, having to endure in this past month, I would say that my hope is kind of rusty. But I mean, is there still hope? There's still hope. So I know this is very cliche, but while there's life, there's hope. So I won't give up, even though I'm in not in a good position. Fuck that. I can be a pussy. I can't be a pussy and just make excuses for myself because I have the knowledge. Like I have the I'm capable of doing this. The capability. I don't know how to say that word. Fuck that. But I am capable of doing that. So like complaining is not gonna work. So that's why. And I like to finish this video with this phrase like, be suicidal about your evil ways. Be suicidal about like that version of you that's not gonna put the work. Like like you gotta kill that vision so you can become someone greater in the future. So like if today you choose to do the because you know like what's the good things, what's the good behaviors you must have in order to achieve something. Like and when you act in this way that is not gonna be able to put you in a position where you can like become successful, you're choosing. So like this version, like this weak version of you is killing the good version that you could have become by the end of your life. So is that what you want? It's not what I want. So that's why I prefer to kill this version of me, this weak version of me voluntarily. Like commit suicide with that weak version so I can become someone that I'm proud of at the end of my life. So be suicidal about your evil ways. Be suicidal about this version that when you're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna feel ashamed. Kill that version. Be the version that you're proud of. Be proud of yourself. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing daily. I'm not perfect. I procrastinate. I do a lot of shit, but I'm trying. And I know that one day I will be able to achieve that because I'm trying. So 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 does you. You must try. So yeah. Take care, man. Take care.